is a quick start video for the FunMaker pen from Festive Media. This is the Deluxe model. It comes in a magnetic closure box. When you open the box, you'll find the user manual as well as the 5-piece set of filaments, the FunMaker pen. The Deluxe model has the OLED, organic LED display here, which will light up once it's powered on. This has a speed control adjustable from slow to fast. The display with buttons that allow you to change the temperature. Don't worry about it for now, as it's preset to the proper temperature for ABS plastic. And then the forward button, which allows you to feed the plastic and use the pen, and the backwards button, which is used to change colors and remove the filament from the pen when you want to change. Alright, let's get started. Take out the USB power cable. This is used with the AC adapter and connects just as you would use for other USB powered devices, and plug it into a receptacle and plug in the round connector into the large connector on the bottom of the pen. The other hole is where the filament will be loaded, which we'll do in just a moment. Take out a piece of filament. Keeping a scissors handy will be useful, as you'll see in a moment, for trimming away when we want to reuse filament. Unwrap the USB cable and plug it in to the AC adapter. Connect it to the pen, and the pen will come on, and it's in standby mode right now. It tells us the target temperature, which is 210 degrees for ABS plastic. Press the front button, the feed button, 2 times, and it will start preheating up to the desired temperature. Notice the left side of the display shows the current temperature, the right side shows the preset temperature for ABS plastic. When you become more advanced, you may also try using PLA plastic or other types, because the temperature is adjustable using these 2 buttons. See the user manual for instructions on that. Alright, as we wait for it to preheat, it takes approximately 1 minute to preheat to the 210 degree necessary temperature, and then it will be ready to load the plastic. You can get the plastic ready. You can leave it coiled up, and just be sure that if you're reusing plastic, it needs to be cut straight on the end. You can do that with the scissors. This one's okay, but just trim off a little bit to be sure it's straight on the end. If you have plastic that's been used already, it may have a string like this after it's been unloaded. You may reuse this plastic, but be sure it must be cut off straight so that it has a square end, and then you can reuse this piece and throw away this extra piece. Alright, now our temperature is preheated to the needed temperature. Again, if I press the front button 2 times, now we can hear it started the motor that will pull the plastic in. I insert the plastic into the small hole beneath the power connection, and as it goes in, I'll notice it's starting to pull the plastic into the pen. It will take a few seconds for the plastic to run through. It's heated in the body of the pen until it comes out of the tip. Now this pen has been used. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of buildup around the ceramic tip. Be careful not to touch the tip, as it does get hot so avoid touching it. If you need to clean away some old plastic, it's best to use a tool such as your household scissors or a small screwdriver to pull away any excess plastic that might have built up on the tip. Alright, the last time I used this, it had red color inside, and I can show you it is normal for the color to change now. I'm going to stop it by pressing the front button, and I will use the scissors to clear away some of this excess plastic. Be aware that the pen does automatically, after about 2 minutes, it will shut off to save on energy and also be sure it doesn't overheat. It will remain at the proper temperature while you're using it. It's ready to use, and it's best always to work with a substrate such as paper. Plain paper works very well for a substrate, and as you begin, try making simple shapes. Move slowly, pressing down gently on the paper. When you stop, wait just a moment at the place where you had ended, and then you can pull the pen away and begin to make another shape. Move slowly, and it will help you to get the right amount of plastic. Remember, when you stop, wait and count for about 2 seconds before lifting the pen away, and that helps to avoid little threads. However, if you are working and if you pull the pen away quickly, there may be some small threads that appear like this. No need to worry about that. You can simply wait a few seconds for it to cool. It is now cool enough that I can touch it, and I can trim away those extras if there are any. But a good user tip is to, when you end, when you come to a stop, keep the tip on the plastic for about 2 seconds, wait, and then pull the pen away, and that avoids having the strings that would pull up otherwise. A little bit of strategy: if you want to build up an area, make a spiral motion, touching the existing plastic with the tip of the pen. That will help it to bond together and also helps to make a good texture. Again, waiting and then pulling the pen up, and it minimizes the little threads that might pull up otherwise from the pen. Now I can keep using the pen, and it will keep the proper temperature that's preset. If you're going to be working for a long time, you'll find it useful to press the front button 2 times, which locks it on so that you don't have to keep the button pressed down. For example, I press 2 times and it starts, and now I don't have to hold the pen down. I'm able to keep working, and when I want to stop, I can press it again to stop. For example, we could start with a square on the paper, and then we can try the 3D effect. Notice when I make something in the air, hold it in place for a few seconds until it sets so that it can stay upright. As you work with this, you'll get the feel for being able to pull things up into 3D space. Push down gently when you want to bond the plastic together to help it to bond to the previous plastic that's already there. When you're ready to change colors, first of all you need to remove the current color from the pen and then prepare the new color to put it into the pen. To remove the existing color, you can press and back up the plastic and hold it, or just as when you're using it moving forward to make something with the pen, you can press 2 times and that will lock the motor on so you don't have to hold the button continuously. Remember that the pen does need to be heated to the proper temperature to be able to load or unload the pen. It will slowly back its way out and you can gently pull, and then when it's backed all the way out of the pen, you can pull gently and it will pull out of the pen. Now I can press the button again to stop and prepare to load a different color. We can reuse this plastic, however, it's very important so that it doesn't clog the pen next time. Always trim off that small thin part. Just use a standard scissors and cut it off and it will be ready to load in the next time. This orange color has been used before. I need to do the same and trim off to make a nice straight end, and it's ready to load into the pen. Again, remember it must be at the 210 degree temperature to load. Then I press 2 times on the forward button. I can put the new color in until the motor grabs it. Now it's pulling it through and preheating it, and in a few seconds it will be ready to print again with the 3D printing pen with the new color, with the orange color. With a little bit of practice with your FunMaker 3D printing pen, you'll be able to make beautiful creations as these. You'll find you can use different objects, such as a real egg. We wrapped it with masking tape to allow the plastic to stick to it, and then we made one half, took it off the egg, then made the other half, and then joined the 2 pieces together. We used a wad of paper, kind of like paper mache, wadded up to make a shape for the hamburger bun, and some different colors to make it look like cheese and a cheeseburger. Think creatively and you can make 3-dimensional objects out of flat objects. And the dragonfly is created using flat wings made on the paper, lifted off the paper, and then combined with other flat objects that were 2-dimensional to make beautiful 3D objects. Remember, for best results, to order replacement or additional filament packs that are available from Festive Media to assure your best results. Thank you for watching and enjoy your FunMaker pen.